Good afternoon and welcome to Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City on YouTube's Jai-Alai Channel. I'm Stu Nyman. I'm here with Andrew Blackman, and we're pleased to welcome you to this Thursday afternoon performance, the second performance this afternoon. We have 9 games in store for you beginning at 4 p.m. In addition to fast and fun Jai-Alai action, each of today's games offers win, place, show, quinella, exacta, and trifecta wagering. If these terms are new to you, we will explain them throughout the performance as best we can. We also have a pick 3 wager that begins in game 4 and the high-paying high 5 jackpot that begins in game 3 with its $2,000 guarantee, and that's been reset to $2,000 because someone hit over $4,000 in the matinee. We also have the all-new Mighty Ocho jackpot beginning in Game 1. That is a Pick 8 wager. Beginning in Game 1, online wagering is available at watchandwager.com. Or if you're in Connecticut, mywinners.com. But placing bets is not necessary in order to enjoy all that we have in store for you today. We do not have any scratches in today's performance. And for those of you definitely new to Jai-Alai, a scratch occurs when a player who was supposed to play in today's program is out of the program, usually for a medical reason or an injury. And ladies and gentlemen, as always, recognize that these are still difficult times for a lot of us for a number of different reasons, and we've been able to bring you Jai-Alai action since May 1st. We've been very fortunate in that regard, and more fortunate now that all of us are back and almost all of us healthy. Everyone who's here is healthy anyway, which is what's important. And we hope you're the same. We hope that you're happy. We hope you're healthy. We're glad that we're able to provide Jai-Alai as sports entertainment for your enjoyment at this time. And so as we have no scratches, Andrew, how are you?
Stu, as we started off the broadcast at matinee, it felt like a long time since we had any Jai-Alai. It was just good to be back out here. You had this full 9 games. I mean, 9 games. We had 8-game performances these past couple of weeks, full 9 games. We got some names back there, namely Douglas, who, if anyone was worried about him potentially being rusty at all, certainly not the case. 4 for 4 in the money, including 2 wins and 1 place there, so all over the win column.
But if you ask him, it said, yeah, but I didn't win 4. Okay, Matt, okay.
He's still got some work to do if we go to those championship single standings, as you're talking about there, Stu. Ron's still in first place, and Douglas is still chasing after him. He was in first place, headed into, I believe, when was the last time he played before this week? May have been week number 9. Oh, wow, going back here, didn't even play week 9. It was week 8, so missed weeks 9, 10, 11, and 12 there, so 4 of the weeks for him, and Ron piled on the wins, overtook a lot of guys, in particular that first place slot, so 48 wins for Ron. He is now 8 games ahead of Bueno, who was in second, and then 12 games ahead of Douglas, who was in third place, but as you saw there, the rust coming off pretty quickly for both for Douglas, also Ikeda, who's back here, and Jedden, a guy that missed a couple of weeks as well, took 2 of those maybe earlier games, getting him back into a rhythm, get his feet back under him there. But good to see a lot of guys, a lot of different guys picking up wins. As you said, we're back here to pretty much full health, just missing a couple more guys to we're back with the over 20 guys on our roster that we started the season with.
Yes, we're still waiting for some medical clearance for Diaz. And as soon as we get that clearance, he'll be back. So we're hopeful that he'll be back in the program a week from today. Cool Fitness, we don't have an estimate of when he'll be back. And we're not sure when Rock's going to be back either. Rock had some knee surgery.
Yeah.
And so not sure when he's going to be back. But hopefully Mike Diaz will be back a week from today.
And the last one, I'm not sure if you know about Asier, was dealing with a wrist injury, still in the cast. What's his status? Yeah. And so those are the only 4 guys still out today, but we're back with, what is it, 18, 19 strong there, and a really good start. As Stu said, usually that first performance sets the tone, and the play was really good in that first performance. Taking a look at the standings here.
Before you do that, we have to point something out real important. We've had some progress in Connecticut, where there's a lot of Jai-Alai fans.
Yeah.
Is that a good amount of the Connecticut OTB system, including Windsor Locks, is open. And I have it on good authority that we are on one of the larger screens in Windsor Locks today, which is, you don't understand. That's big time.
Yep.
That's when you're in another state and they put you up on one of the larger screens. That's expensive real estate. So our good friends up in Connecticut, and of course our friends at Connecticut OTB, which I know it's called Sports Tech or something else. I'll always refer to it as Connecticut OTB and my winners.
Traditional, yes.
Yeah, no, we really appreciate you guys staying with us while everybody's been locked down, and we're glad that you're able to get out to the OTBs and
let the public bet.
Absolutely.
get the people get their betting fix in. A good opportunity here in this afternoon performance. Stu said that high five, which is the high-paying high five, as we always say, there was hit in the matinee. It will be reset at $2,000. We had the Mighty Ocho guaranteed at $2,000 as well. So a couple chances to hit some jackpots here in this performance as well. But now with just about 4 minutes till that first game, it'd be a good time to explain the scoring format for the first 8 games of this performance. At least they'll feature spectacular 7 scoring, and this video will explain it all for you. Have a look.
Spectacular 7 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 7 points wins the game.
Now, just under 2 minutes till we get into that first game, and for those of you playing along with the Fantasy Jai-Alai game here, fantasyjai-alai.com, if you haven't signed up for it. We've already started for this week, but we have new contests available at the start of every week. Basically how it works is you have a budget, a $21 budget. For this week, you choose 3 singles players, and all these guys on the roster have different costs. You got to keep it within that $21 budget in choosing your 3 players, and each win they get 5 fantasy points. Each place, they get 3. Each show, they get 2. And each quad point, they get 1. And then person with the most points at the end of every week will get prizes courtesy of Magic City. And for the month of August here, so I believe in June, we had those Magic City Jai-Alai hats. For the month of July, we had those U.S. National Jai-Alai Championship hats, which that event was postponed. We ended up not having it there last weekend, where we're supposed to be. But for the month of August here, we are giving away Magic City Jai-Alai shirts as one of the side prizes. But as we said here, we are offering real cash prizes for that fantasy contest so long as there are 100 active participants. And this week was going to be a pretty good indicator of how many people are really playing, because we had to reset the lineups for that doubles duel. So there's no one carrying over their lineups from a previous week. Everyone that played had to set an active lineup, and we are proud to say we had 122 people that actively set a lineup for this week. So I think that's a record. As we said, some of those lineups in previous weeks may have carried over, but there's 122 people that set lineups that made 3 singles players predictions for this week. So we will have $100 on the line going to the person that takes home the most points in fantasy. In addition to that Magic City Jai-Alai t-shirt, $100 going to the winner. So that's a really good note.
Again, nothing in it for us, though.
Nothing in it for us.
Nothing.
I guess you could try, man. This fantasy, it's getting a little more tough there as the clock hits 0 minutes. We'll have more opportunity to talk about it. But the pricing this week, it's only going to get more tough. As you see there, those middle feature guys are all kind of playing in those same games against each other.
I know we're ready to begin. How much was Douglas again?
$9.
What a bargain. We're ready to begin game number 1, a spectacular 7 singles match. Played at 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt at post 1 is going to be Juice. Receiving the blue post 2, Fred.
They going good, Steve? Yes.
Juice serves. We're ready to begin. So a hard backhand by Fred that's going to score point 2. Fred first up on the board in our first game. This matchup has Fred serving to El Barba. White shirt to post 3. Scoop attempt missed by Fred, point 3. In this matchup, El Barba will serve to the green shirt to post 4. Here's CRB. Scoop attempt missed, point 4. Now receiving the black shirt at post 5, number 26, Lamonte. Ball missed off the serve, point 4. In this matchup, CRB serves to the yellow shirt at post 6, number 37, Tennessee receives. Over serve. Ball's got to land between the 4 and 7 line, then went past the 7. Point 6. Pink shirt at post 7 receiving. Here's Jedden. Tennessee moves up to make the catch in the air. Sends the backhand deep. Robote left side to the outside is going to score nicely for Jedden. Point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive. Purple shirt at post 8 is Legend. Ball missed off the serve. Point 7. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. Juice returns. Post 1, red shirt. Good catch by Jedden. Juice from the 10 line. Juice on the left side again. Another good catch. Strong backhand. Robote comes out to the 6 line. 2-all Robote. Lands off the court. Point 1. Juice has 2 points. He serves Fred in the blue at post 2. Powerful backhand throw by Fred. Robote by Fred. Juice from the 8 line. Low and hard. Fred going for it on the right side. Missed it. Point 1. Juice now has 4 points. In this matchup, he serves to the white shirt at post 3. El Barba returns. Juice clipped the side wall. Robote comes to the outside. El Barba's there. Beautiful Robote to the inside. Juice on the run. Good effort to try to make that Robote. Point will go to the 3. El Barba with 3 points serves to the black shirt at post 5, Lamonte. Point 3. Possible game point here for El Barba. In the white shirt at post 3, trying to stop him. Post 4, the green shirt, CRB. Robote forehand, played for the big bounce by El Barba. CRB from the 12 line. Too hard, too high, and out of play. That is point and game to the white shirt of post 3, El Barba. 3 wins it, 1 places, 7 serves to 4. This is a playoff for 3rd place. CRB moves up to make the catch, sends it deep. That caught a chunk of the sidewall. That was a nice adjustment by Jedden to make that catch. Here's CRB. CRB looking to place it, did not place it correctly, but it did score. Point in a 3rd place finish to post 4, CRB. Unofficial order finish 3, 1, 4. Your price will be up in a moment. Results from Game 1 are official. Coming in first, post 3, El Barba. Taking second, post 1, Juice. Coming in third, post 4, CRB. 3-1-4. Official order finish for Game 1. Not a bad start to our first game in the afternoon performance.
Not a bad start. As we said, that matinee was pretty good. You got a pretty quick showing there from El Barba.
Yeah.
Makes quick work of that Game 1 crew. But, a guy here, he's been playing these past couple weeks, and his improvement, there's a point there in the middle of the season where, you could tell in the chat as well that people were, teetering, is he lost it? Is he maybe this isn't for him? But, give him all the credit in the world. He has totally rebounded since that middle part, and attitude-wise, everything El Barba's just been spectacular, just stand out, and good to see him get another win here.
Another one of our players only been playing 2.5 years.
Yep.
Amazing. $2 trifecta, 3-1-4. That's a first, second, and third place finish, 159.80. Quinella, 1-3 or 3-1. That's first and second in any order, $15.40. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 2, a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. There are no scratches for game 2, and post time is just 7 minutes from now.
I really got the name El Barba from Coach JR. Like the first day I came into practice, he was like, "Oh, La Barbas." He called me the beard. And, it kind of just stuck. The most frustrating aspect of highlight for me probably would be anticipation. Because the ball's going so fast, you don't have time to wait to see where the ball's going to be thrown. It's frustrating, but at the end of the day, I'm playing a sport for money, okay? My goal is to go out there, win every point, as soon as I step on the court, win the game, and call that game a day. That's it.
And for El Barba, they're picking up win number 26 on the season. As we talked about, in the middle of those standings there's a lot of guys in El Barba. He's in 9th place, going up the leaderboard. And that's El Barba there with 26. Ahead of him, you have Carballo, 28, Tennessee, 29, Ben, 30, Ikeda, 31, Kubala, 33, and Douglas is in that third and final bonus money slot in the championship singles. Third place gets $5,000 bonus. Second place getting a $10,000 bonus. First place getting $15,000. So important to be in the top 3. And El Barba, good word, he's just lurking outside of that, outside of the money there. And look, he doesn't have to play in those games 5 through 9 that have a lot of those guys, Ron, Douglas, Kubala, Ikeda, Ben. He doesn't have to face those names, so a good opportunity for him along with Tennessee. And you see CRB in there, Jed, and those guys to make a little run up the leaderboard here, not having to face some of that tougher competition here in these early games.
Tougher competition. Sorry, I'm blaming everything on my post-COVID status is basically it. It's that my lack of ability to talk and everything else is all part of the recovery process. Now, the tough competition is an understatement for what we saw in the matinee today. It's just...
Right.
it's guys fighting for points. It looked really good. Carballo was really off today. I mean, just totally off. Had a little conversation with him after the performance. He told me his mind was elsewhere.
Yeah.
So at least he was able to recognize it. I asked him if we asked nicely if we could get his mind back on highlight. At least I said if you're standing in a colorful shirt and you see a green wall next to you, think about highlight. Just that's
good strategy.
Yeah, that's the advice. We'll try to keep it simple. Look, CTFB.
Yeah, and for him too. I mean, a guy that that he can catch, he can throw, he can do everything. So sometimes it's just
he threw a forehand into the pad, standing in the middle of the court. I mean, come on. I mean, no.
That's a Tiger Woods misses a 2-foot putt. Something's probably not right there.
And I know that the COVID's affected me because I didn't say anything. I just stood there.
Carballo doesn't have that luxury to make the excuse.
I just sat here and watched it. So, no, but overall the play has just been it's been great. It's been great. We're off to a great start for the week. We had that partido. We had the single point quinella that broke to semifinal partidos.
And
we don't always tell you to go back on YouTube and take a look at stuff from our past. It's completely transparent. It's all there, the good, the bad, and the ugly from year one on. But no, if you didn't get a chance to see the partido action Saturday night, check it out. It was great.
Absolutely terrific, guys. And you'll get a little recap video actually coming up here in a few minutes between these next few games. But while we have you for a couple more minutes, it'd be a good time to explain just the way the game here is played in simpler terms. This video is going to explain how Jai-Alai's played. Have a look at it.
The main rule of Jai-Alai is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then, in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in Jai-Alai. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a Jai-Alai player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
And now just under 2 minutes up, flip to 1 minute there. 1 minute till we get into this second game. And taking a look there, playing out of post one, a guy that took 2 of those games in the matinee is Legend, and another one of those names. I mean, you got CRB, who I'm talking about last week here. You got a couple of guys. You got CRB, Juice, Legend, a couple of those, Fred as well. A lot of those guys that were playing, a little bit up, playing with the likes of Ben, Bueno, in all their games last week. So, look for those guys, and Legend got off to a quick start. CRB, noticeably playing, just seems a little more comfortable. And I think that, obviously with this game, there's so much going on that if you're, as you're saying with Carballo, if you're not laser focused and you're not on it 100% and maybe having in the back of his head, knowing that these guys, I'm talking about CRB, they may be a little above his skill level, it's a difficult position to stay in, but give him credit. He stayed mentally strong. All these guys did, and Legend, CRB, and Juice have come up on the board early here. So I think that's a good sign that, they really hadn't gotten down on themselves, even though it might have been tough there for a couple weeks.
No question about it. With that, we'll begin game number 2, a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt, post 1, number 15, Legend. Receiving in the blue, post 2, number 37, Tennessee. Legend serves, and we begin game 2 with an overserve, point 2. Tennessee's first up on the board in our second game. In this matchup, he serves the white shirt at post 3, Jedin. It's a powerful backhand throw by Tennessee. Jedden on the rebote to the inside. Here's Tennessee. He goes deep. This rebote is coming out to the 6 line. Another good catch by Tennessee. Rebote forehand escapes to the overhead screen. That's out of play. Point 2. Tennessee's on the board with 2 points. Here's the green shirt, a post for Fred. Ball missed by Fred off the serve, point 2. Tennessee has 3 points. He now serves with the black shirt at post 5. CRB. Scoop by Tennessee. There's the backhand. Caught in the air by CRB. Low and hard. Scoop. No. Yeah, no, you know. I know you know. Yeah. It was a nice try, though. Just catch the ball in the air. Yellow shirt at post 6L. Barber receives. CRB from the backhand. Here's El Barba. Forehand. Low and hard to the inside. CRB is there. Robote's up and out. Played from the left side of CRB. El Barba got it. Nice scoop on the forehand. CRB. Robote 2-all. Does not cut, but it does score. Point 5. Pink shirt of post 7 receives. Here's Juice. Powerful throw by Juice. Going to score off the right side. Point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive. Purple shirt of post 8. Lamonte. Big bounce brought down by Juice. Catch by Lamonte on the left side. Strong backhand, a little too strong. That hit the overhead screen. That's out of play. Point 7. Here's post 1, Legend. First round's complete. All matchups are worth 2 points through the end of the game. Catch by Juice on the forehand. Long carom. Well thrown. Did not cut out, but it did score. Point 7. Juice has 4 points. He serves the returning 3-post, and the white shirt is Jedden. At backhand, got away from Jedden, went to the overhead screen. Point 7. Possible game point here for Juice in the pink shirt at post 7. Trying to stop him. Post 4. The green shirt, Fred. Fred moves up, makes the catch. Nice backhand throw by Fred. Rebote by Juice. Catch by Fred. Ball dropped. Midcourt, point 4. Play continues. Fred's on the board with 2 points and serving to post 2 in the blue shirt, Tennessee. A hard throw by Tennessee on the forehand. That's going to score. Point 2. Possible game point here for the blue shirt of post 2, Tennessee. Trying to stop him. And the yellow shirt of post 6, El Barba. Catch by Tennessee. Hard throw to the outside. El Barba's going for the rebote on the left side. Right up the middle. Tennessee's there. Good scoop on the forehand of El Barba. Low and hard to the inside. Tennessee from the left side. He goes deep. Rebote forehand by El Barba. Caught in the air by Tennessee. He holds on to it. He passes. Rebote. Back to the inside. Here's Tennessee. El Barba now from the left side. Tennessee from the 9 line. El Barba with a swing and a miss. That's point and game to the blue shirt of post 2, Tennessee. 2 wins it, 7 places, 5 serves to 4. This is a playoff for 3rd place. Good catch by Fred off a good serve by CRB. CRB catches it in the air. Hard throw from the forehand. Fred makes the catch at the 11 line. Good effort by CRB, but that rebote is not making it to the front wall. Point and a 3rd place finish for post 4, Fred. Unofficial order finish 2-7-4. Results from Game 2 are official. Coming in first, post 2, Tennessee. Taking second, post 7, Juice. Coming in third, post 4, Fred. 2-7-4, the official order of finish for game number 2. For the first day back, especially after a little extended time off. So far, so good.
And how about those rallies in these early games?
Yeah.
Think about this. I mean, last year at this time, it would be a lot of, over, under, and, maybe a couple catches back and forth. But that rally between El Barba and Tennessee for Game 2 shows you really how far the program has come just in these couple of years.
You notice you said compared to last year. You didn't say anything about year 1.
Compared to year 1, that is...
Did you ever go back and watch videos from... I know you weren't here.
I haven't. Maybe I will.
You haven't?
These days.
It's a treat. $2 Quinella, 2-7, that's 2-7 or 7-2, $37.80. The trifecta, 274, 364 even. And I don't mean just to sound difficult, it's a treat. I mean, that sounds ugly. For what it was, look, people have to remember this program. We were told you have 6 months, whether they can hit the ball, whether they can hit the front wall or not, they will be playing professional highlight. Period.
Yeah.
And these guys have come so far. I mean, just so far. That's actually a good reason to watch some of the old videos from year 1 if you want to compare where some of the guys we're looking at now.
Yeah.
From year 1. You want to compare them to where we are now? Light years.
Right. It's hard. I mean, sometimes you watch a sport for a point or, one game and you're like, oh, these guys haven't progressed. I mean, fans that are with us every day and you and I that are here in JR2, I mean, you really see on a day-to-day basis that these guys are truly, they really are developing every single day they step out here and they get more comfortable with each game too. And that's starting to show here. Great play in those early games.
Up next, ladies and gentlemen, game number 3, a spectacular 7 singles match. Played at 7 points, points double after the first round of play. More importantly, game 3 begins the most generous wager in all of pari-mutuels anywhere in these United States. The high 5 jackpot at Magic City.
Yep.
$2,000 guarantee. It's a pick 5. Correctly pick the winners of games 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Only catch is you got to be the only ticket
But the good thing is you can bet as many combinations as you want. It's $1 per combo, so you can play as many as you want. The catch is, as we said, there got to be the only ticket, and you have about 6 more minutes, about 5 minutes to get those bets in. And we were just talking about that little doubles duel we had this Saturday evening. This is a little quick recap video, so if you don't want to go back and watch the full thing, this will give you some of the best highlights from that. A little recap for you. Have a look.
While the players at Magic City had a week off from their regular season, they still brought us fast and fun Jai-Alai action in the form of the first ever doubles duel exhibition event on Saturday night, July 25th. On Saturday night, 5 star-studded doubles pairings were fired up to square off in a 3-round elimination event. The doubles duel began with a knockout round where the first 4 teams to 7 points would move on to the semifinals, with the 5th team getting knocked out of the duel. In this round, Ron showed off his almost flawless play that fans have become accustomed to seeing from him in the recent weeks of the regular season. His consistent backcourt play, along with the solid defensive performance in the frontcourt by Legend, enabled this duo to secure the first qualifying spot, making them the number 1 seed in the semifinals. Carballo and Ben were not too far behind, claiming the 2nd seed just a few matchups later. Anderluck and Jedin, arguably the 2 most outwardly competitive guys on the roster, were determined to advance to the semifinals. Though communication errors repeatedly sent this pairing back to the bench in the early matchups of the knockout round, they were able to settle down and get into a groove that ultimately secured themselves the 3rd seed. And then there were 2, Bueno and Bradley with 5 points against the sweetheart pairing of Kubala and Tennessee with 3 points. Both teams made a valiant effort, but in the end, Bueno and Bradley narrowly clinched the 4th seed with their overwhelming combination of power and finesse. The semifinal round featured 2 11-point partidos, or multi-point matchups. The first semifinal partido had the number 1 seed of Legend and Ron facing off against the number 4 seed of Bueno and Bradley. In this matchup, both pairings were neck and neck up until the last few points of the match, where conditioning ultimately proved to be the difference maker. As Ron and Legend began to run out of gas, Bueno and Bradley stayed firm on the court. They secured the W and their spot in the finals with an 11-9 point victory. The second semifinal partido had the number 2 seed of Carballo and Ben facing off against the number 3 seed of Anderluck and Jedin. However, this matchup wasn't nearly as close as the first one. Carballo and Ben wasted no time collecting points, putting Anderluck and Jedin in an early hole that they just couldn't dig themselves out of in time. Carballo and Ben won in a dominant fashion with a final score of 11-6. And so the 2 semifinal winners moved on to the ultimate event, the 15-point partido final. The final was nothing short of thrilling, with neither pairing giving up an inch throughout the matchup. At one juncture of the partido, Carballo and Ben held an 11-9 point lead, but Bueno and Bradley weren't going down without a fight. In a blur, the underdogs racked up 5 straight points and were in complete control of the match with 14-11 points. Carballo and Ben took a timeout in an effort to halt the momentum of the opposition, but it was too little too late. Just 2 points later, Bueno ended it with a picture-perfect carom, putting an exclamation point on the 15-12 point victory and the doubles duel title. If this is any indicator of what's to come for the rest of the season at Magic City, all we have to say is buckle up, because it's going to be one hell of a ride to the November finish line. Magic City will be back with its normal schedule this week, with performances Thursday and Friday at noon and 4 p.m., Saturday at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., and Sunday at noon. Tune into the Jai-Alai Channel on YouTube to catch all the action. This week's Rebote play couldn't be narrowed down to just one Rebote. There were countless points that could have been selected as the top play of the duel, but there was just one point that stood out above the rest. This play epitomizes exactly what the Magic City Jai-Alai League is all about, and it's certainly something that can only be attributed to this new wave of modern Jai-Alai. As Drew, one of Magic City's announcers, would say, this is definitely not your father's Jai-Alai, and all 4 Pelotaris here made that quite clear. With just about 3 years of Jai-Alai experience under their belts, this point reaffirms the notion that the sky really is the limit for all of these Magic City athletes. Some have claimed this to be the best point of the history of Magic City Jai-Alai. So here it is. Take a look at what these rising stars of Jai-Alai are made of for yourself.
This is getting a little crazy. Nice backhand throw. Rebote coming out. 2-all Rebote rifled, scooped up by Bueno. Carom by Bueno, scooped up by Carballo, and it's going to score.
That best point maybe in the history. And that doubles duel recap will take us right into the start of game number 3, the start of that high five. Send it over to Stu.
We're ready to begin game number 3 and the high five jackpot. This game is played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of post 1, we have number 8, Jedden, receiving in the blue of post 2, CRB. Jedden from the backhand. Robote's up. Forehand Robote hooked over the top to the pad. And the pad is bad. Point 1. Jedden first up on the board in our third game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt of post 3. This matchup has Jedden serving to Fred. Interference, the point will be replay. Jedden, forehand. Fred makes the catch at the 11 line. Picata, the big bounce. Jedden makes a beautiful rebote on the left side. Fred missed the scoop. Point 1. Jedden's on the board with 2 points. Here's the green shirt of post 4, El Barba. Catch made on the forehand of El Barba. Hard to the inside he goes. Excellent catch on the forehand of Jedden. El Barba missed the rebote. Point 1. Jedden with 3 straight points, receiving in the black shirt of post 5, number 15, Legend. Reverse 2-all is in the middle of the court. Jedden let loose with that forehand, but that's way in the overhead screen. Point 5. In our next matchup, Legend will serve to the yellow shirt of post 6. Here's number 29, Vuelo. Over serve. Ball must land between the 4 and 7 line. That went past the 7. This point goes to post 6. Vuelo now serves to Tennessee, wearing the pink of post 7. Scoop by Vuelo. He goes deep. Rebote forehand by Tennessee to the overhead screen. That's out of play. Both players look like they want to retrieve the ball, but Vuelo gets the point in post 6. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt of post 8, is Juice. Two-all does not open up, but it does score. Point 8. That completes the first round of play. All points are now double. First to return, post 2, CRB. Ball dropped by Juice. Point 2. CRB will serve in this matchup to the white shirt of post 3, Fred. Ball dropped off the serve, point 2. CRB is on the board with 4 points and serving to the 4 posts, returning to the court in the green shirt is El Barba. Point 4. Here's post 1, Jedin. Robote left side to the outside. Jedin stops it on the outside. Returns a carom. El Barba got there. Returns it low. And is going to score on the second bounce. That's going to score. Well played by both of these players. Point goes to El Barba in the 4. 4 on the board with 4 points. Here's post 5, Legend. Good pickup on the forehand of El Barba. El Barba makes the catch in the air. Throws it hard to the inside. Legend makes the catch on the forehand. El Barba from the left side. That's nice. Legend's out for the rebote. Not from that far back. Point 4. Possible game point here for the green shirt at post 4. El Barba trying to stop him. Post 7, Tennessee. It's a strong backhand to the inside. Nicely placed by Tennessee. Arabote's hook to the pad. Point 7. Play will continue. Tennessee is on the board with 2 points, serving the returning 6 post in the yellow shirt. This matchup, we have Tennessee serving to Vuelo. Ball missed on the forehand of Vuelo, point 7. Tennessee has 4 points. He serves the returning 8 post in the purple shirt. Here's Juice. Big backhand by Tennessee. Juice comes out for the rebote. Missed it. Point 7. Possible game point here for the pink shirt of post 7, Tennessee. Trying to stop him is Fred. That's a great serve by Tennessee. That's going to score for the win. Point and game to the pink shirt of post 7, Tennessee. No playoff here. 4 places, 2 shows. Unofficial order finish 7-4-2. Results from Game 3 are official. Coming in first, post 7, Tennessee. Taking second, post 4, El Barba. Coming in third, post 2, CRB. 7-4-2 is the official order of finish for Game 3. And the first number in today's high five, the number 7. We'll have your prices up in just a moment.
That's due there for Tennessee. Second win in a row. Just when people starting to write him off. I mean, it's funny how the game works like that. Just comes back, plays really well, rattles off 2 consecutive victories. That gives him, on the season now, Tennessee 31 wins. He is tied with Ikeda now in 5th place, and just 5 games outside of that third and final bonus money slot that Douglas still currently holds there. But Tennessee creeping his way up that leaderboard, Stu.
Yeah, we have some prices for you. The $2 quinella, that's first and second in any order. So that's 4-7 or 7-4, $19.80. The exact is 7-4, $56.20. $2 trifecta, 7-4-2, $141.20. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 4, a spectacular 7. Singles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. There are no scratches in game 4. Game 4 does begin the pick 3. Post time for game 4, 7 minutes away. Good luck.
And for those of you that may be looking to follow along with the action, don't necessarily want to bet, a good way to do that here is we've created a fantasy highlight contest, fantasyhighlight.com. It is a weekly contest, so information is updated every week. If you missed out for it this week, week number 13, don't worry, you can get those picks in for next week as long as you have them in by the first serve of every performance. But how it works overall, for this week, you get to choose 3 singles players that make up your roster. You have a $21 budget, and all the players that could be picked here, all the players on the roster have a certain monetary value on them, ranging from $2 to $10. The $10 players being the better players, the most expensive one. And basically, you get 5 points for every win that they get, 3 points per place, 2 points per show, and 1 point per quad finish that they earn throughout the playing week. When the person that has the most points, we total those up at the end of the week, they not only get a prize courtesy of Magic City, but for the month of August, that is a Magic City Highlight t-shirt. But also for this week, if you missed us at the top of the program, we do have over 100 active participants this week in fantasy, so we will have a $100 cash prize going out to the winner. That's something we started here a few weeks ago. Said that if we had 100 active players, we would put $100 on the line to the fantasy winner in addition to that t-shirt. So you get both prizes there if you are the lucky winner. And if we happen to have a tie, there are multiple people that are tied for first place, we're going to guarantee $25 to every winner there. Don't know if that's going to be an issue here anymore. You know, a couple weeks ago when we had 12 singles guys, there weren't that many possible combinations that you could make, so there were a bunch of different combos. But I think looks like for this week, just checking out at quick glance, we may be okay. But if there are more than 4 winners, everyone will be guaranteed $25 for fantasy. So that's something to play along with. Again, fantasyhighlight.com. Fantasyhighlight.com is the name of the website we play off of. And there's new contests, as we said, there every week. So don't worry if you missed this week. You can sign up now and then make your picks for next week. And typically we have all the information updated by Monday afternoon. So for this week, all the information was updated by Monday. For next week, look by Monday afternoon and wait for a confirmation email that you can make your picks for the next week here. And Something also that we'd like to thank is for that doubles duel fantasy contest, we had $250 going there to the winner, and they graciously donated that prize to the winning doubles pair of Bueno and Bradley. You just saw the recap video that showed the fast and fun-paced action. They certainly deserved it, but we really, thanking the fans out there, getting their money that they earned playing these contests and giving it to the players out there. We really appreciate that, and just in general, your continued support of the program. And to put a name on that was Big Al. Big Al. Al Morza was the name of the entry there, so we thank Big Al for his gracious donation.
Well, I didn't get anything out of it.
Donation to the players.
Do I think it's nice that he did it to the players?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I think that was very generous. But I mean, if he's expecting a thank you note from me,
Stu's a little tougher, yeah.
It's in the mail. We have 2 minutes till we begin Game 4.
And another thing to note for fantasy this week, you may be wondering some of the prices for some of these guys. Well, you look at these games 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 really. It's kind of the same collection of players. At the beginning of the season, there was, we had a clear, early, middle, and then late games. And then you see here these games 5 through 9, you got some of those middle guys mixed in with a lot of the feature players. So that's why you notice some of those prices there. Maybe a guy like Kubala, Ben Bradley, who have been playing really well. That's why some of those averages may not necessarily correlate to their price for this week, because the wins are, the wins are really getting slim in those later games. And look, you got Douglas, he's going to get his points. You got Ron, he's going to get his points. And then you throw in a guy like Ikeda, who played really well after a couple weeks off as well. And then, look, going down the line here, you got Ben, you got Bradley, you got Bueno, Carballo, Kubal. All these guys are $6 or more in fantasy value. So, look, those averages, at one point you can say, look, I want the guy that averages the most points every week, but now program's changing here. Check it out. I would definitely suggest going to MagicCityCasino.com. Under the entries and results tab, check out the entries before you make your fantasy picks every week, because, you see the matchups and you're wondering, well, how could a guy like El Barba or a guy like Jedden, be $5, or, how could Kubala be $6? Look, there's not that many fantasy points to go around, and you play a sport like fantasy football. Every team has their guy that's going to get their yards, that's going to get their points. Same thing with basketball, same thing with baseball. But here in Jai-Alai, same number of points is available every week. There's not guys aren't necessarily going to be. There's not an unlimited amount of points, if you will, out there. So that's why those prices are a little bit tougher in fantasy. So along with that high five, as we're talking about, getting increasingly tougher to predict every single week, as that takes us up to Game 4. Let's get into the action, Stu.
We're ready to begin our fourth game, a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Game 4 also begins today's pick 3. Serving in the red shirt of post 1, Fred. Receiving in the blue of post 2, Juice. There's the serve. We begin Game 4. Fred makes the catch. Soft carom. Juice runs out. He was there. Just tipped it away. Point 1. Entering the court, white shirt of post 3, Legend. Over serve. Ball must land between the 4 and 7 line. That went past the 7. This point goes to post 3. Green shirt of post 4 receives. CRB. Legend midcourt makes the catch. Catch by CRB. To the inside he goes with that one. Legend for the rebote. Nice rebote save there by Legend. Catch by CRB. CRB throws it back. It's caught in the air by Legend. CRB on the catch. Hard backhand rebote coming out. Rebote comes out to the 5 line. Legend turns it. CRB dropped it. Point 3. In our next matchup, we have Legends serving to the black shirt of post 5, Willow. Good catch made on the forehand of Legend. No. Point 3.
Damn.
Legends on the board with 3 straight points. Here's post 6 in the yellow shirt, Tennessee. Tennessee from the left side on the backhand. Rebote for Legend. Catch by Tennessee. Long 2-all. Legend read it, stopped it, returns it. Tennessee, good positioning, just not the distance. Point 3. Legend has made 4 straight points. He serves to the pink shirt of post 7, Jedin. Underserve. Point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive purple shirt of post 8, El Barba. Tough catch by Jedin at the 10 line. Nice backhand. That scores. Point 7. First round of play is complete. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. Juice throws it low and hard. Jedin makes the catch. Jedin goes deep. Juice for the rebote. It's a 2-all rebote. Jedin backs up, holds on to it. Juice with a beautiful 2-all rebote. Jedin on the run, missed it. Point 2, well played. That carom landed in. Point 1. Here's post 4, CRB. Low and hard from the left side of CRB's gonna score. Point 4. Here's post 5 in the black shirt. Wello. Bolo throws it high to the front wall from the right side. CRB on the rebote, just trying to get it in above the pad, but didn't. Point 5. In this matchup, Vuelo will serve to the yellow shirt at post 6, Tennessee. Ball dropped off the serve, point 5. Receiving, post 3, Legend, the white shirt. Robote to the inside. Legend gets up there. He gets it. Sends it back. Robote left side by Vuelo. Keeps it in play. It's a good pickup on the forehand of Vuelo. Hard throw. Legend for the Robote. Point 5. Possible game point for the black shirt at post 5. Vuelo trying to stop him. El Barba. El Barba from the 8 line on the forehand. Back to the inside he goes. Vuelo's going to look for the Robote. It's a nice Robote for Vuelo on the left side. El Barba sends it back. Robote save. A diving, rolling save for Vuelo. Here's El Barba from the 7 line. Outside placement, a little too far outside. Point on game, post 5, Vuelo. 3 places, 1 shows. Coming in first, post 5, Vuelo. Taking second, post 3, Legend. Coming in third, post 1, Fred. 5-3-1. The official order of finish for Game 4. First number in today's Pick 3 is the number 5. We're going to have your prices up here in just a moment. Here are your prices. $1 quinella, 3.5. That's 3.5 or 5.3, $59.20. $2 trifecta, 5.31. That's first, second, and third place finishing, $270.40. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, game number 5, a spectacular 7 singles match. Played at 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Post time for Game 5 is just 7 minutes away.
I would say my biggest motivation, definitely not to be the worst. I definitely don't want to be the worst out there, so every time I get out there, I try to be better than that person I'm playing with or against. When I go out there, I don't really care what they're doing. I just want to be better than them. Yeah, that would be my major motivation right there. I'd hope to accomplish just to place higher than I did last year or the year before that. Top 5. In this new 2020 season, I plan on just executing my shots a lot better to score the point and finish it as quickly as possible, and just continue practicing as much as I can. Just practice, practice, practice.
Remind me of Hustle City, man. Everybody got more than one gig. I sell ice cream, rather sell a CD.
I have a security company, a beauty salon.
I've been doing music for a very long time.
I'm not your neighborhood Uber driver. I do luxury. And then I have another job. I play highlights.
We were looking to transition from dog racing to highlight. I went to the university and said, listen, I have this crazy idea. Do you think we could send something out to all the ex-athletes for the last 20 years and say, we're looking to hire and train highlight players?
They paying us, man, and we can win big money. Let me see what this is all about.
That's what you gotta do. Get some money.
The players taking the court are all athletes you may recognize.
Baseball, football, track and field.
If you're going to come into the sport, you got to be dedicated. You're going to be a piece of cake.
We knew going in, they're not going to be great the first day.
It'll be like the Jamaicans with the bobsled team. Game time now, man.
This is going to be the first time that my kids will be able to sit in the audience and root for their father.
Who wants it more?
This is a sacrifice I think is going to pay off in the end.
This is a dream for me.
I got to win.
Can't get drama better than this.
Highlight became the new hustle.
Let's get ready to play.
And folks, that was a trailer for the award-winning documentary Magic City Hustle about the start of the highlight program here at Magic City just a few years ago. And if you would like to watch that for yourself, head on over to MagicCityCasino.com. Under the highlight tab there, you'll see a link. It says Magic City Hustle. You can click that link. It'll take you directly to the website that we have it on, or just type in MagicCityHustle.com directly into your browser. Either way you do it, I'll take you to the same spot where you can make a purchase there for $5 and enjoy it as many times as you like. And Stu, in talking about that doubles duel, you were just saying you have an appreciation for those earlier games if you watch that doubles duel, and you really see where these guys started from in that documentary. A full 2 hours. If you're running out of things to do, certainly a good way to spend 2 hours.
And if you watched that last game, you may have noticed that it resembled a little bit of our first year playing highlight here at Magic City. No, we call them like we see them.
Yes.
We do. That game was a little rough. But we're moving on to better things.
Moving on, and now game number 5 here. You see a couple of those names, notably Douglas, Ikeda, back in the lineup here. You got Bueno, Ben,
and if you would have seen
Bradley.
these guys practicing in between the two performances, what a practice.
We were talking about that. There wasn't a lot of laughing, not a lot of joking. There was a lot of smashing. You just hear that noise of the ball hitting this plexi. Yeah, that sound over and over again. Yes. And we're gonna be in store for some good games here to close it out. No doubt about it. In those middle feature games 5 through 9 here in that matinee session, Douglas won actually 2 in a row. I think he took games 7 and 8, so he looked pretty good. Ikeda started off pretty strong as well. He took game number 5, his first appearance, and then Ron again took one of the wins there. So with Douglas back, along with Ikeda, we keep saying here, it's tough to get wins in these later games. But look, man, look, Stu, this is going to be great. I mean, we're in store after that last game that maybe wasn't the best highlight we've seen. Should be a complete turnaround here in games 5 through 9 to close it out.
I agree. I'm hopeful. I don't think there's any question about it. No, and again, this is, consistency is obviously what we're striving for, but we are it's year 3, but we haven't been playing for 3 years.
Right. On and off, injuries,
and
this mess.
And you take a player like CRB, he's only been playing for a year and a half. Never saw a highlight Cesta before January of 2019, not on his hand anyway. And for a number of these other players, not before January 2018. So the progress that's been made since year 1's been absolutely terrific. And every now and then, we have an off game.
Yeah.
But that's one of the things that folks like about us, is that when we do have an off game, we don't sit back and go, "Did you see that game? What a game. That was such a game." No, we don't do that. No, when we have an off game, we don't pick on anybody. Well, I occasionally do, I guess.
Well, now the bar's been set after that doubles duel. I mean, look, they know, people at home now, they know what we're capable
that's the
of.
frustration. Obviously, that's why in year 1 people said that I was spinning, because I never made derogatory comments in the first year. Once you know what people are capable of and you don't see them do it, it's like, well, why didn't, hey. hey, hit the wall. Don't
throw it into the pad. Yeah.
Exactly. Keep it on the court, which is what we're about to see. This is game number 5, a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points, points double after the first round of play. Serving red shirt of post 1, Bragley. Receiving in the blue of post 2, Ben. There's the serve. We begin game 5. Bragley from deep in the backcourt throws a carom off the court. Manuel almost caught that bote corrido. Nice. Point 2. Ben's first up on the board in our 5th game. White shirt at post 3. Douglas receives. It's a powerful throw by Douglas. He gets to pass from the backcourt. Ben's 2-all stopped by Douglas. Douglas's carambola off of Ben's cesta will score. Point 3. That'll bring to the court the green shirt of post 4. Here's Anderluck. That was an excellent serve by Douglas. Point 3. Now receiving in the black shirt of post 5, number 22, Bueno. Douglas from the 8 line. Powerful backhand caught in the air by Bueno. Bueno goes deep. Forehand rebote played back by Douglas. Douglas on the rebote, right to the forehand of Bueno. Scoop by Bueno. Oh. Throwing a shot, but missed the wall. Point 3. Yellow shirt at post 6, Ikeda receives. Great catch by Douglas at the sidewall. Strong backhand follows. Ikeda makes the rebote. Douglas is there. Point 3. Pink shirt of post 7. El Barba receives. Strong forehand rebote by Douglas and a good catch by El Barba. Douglas fires another forehand rebote. This one scores. Point 3. Douglas has 5 points here now to complete the first round and receive. And the purple shirt of post 8 is Legend. Nice pickup on the left side of Douglas. Powerful backhand follows. Legend for the rebote. It's a nice rebote by Legend. Another powerful backhand rebote coming way out. Legend makes a good rebote there. Here's Douglas. That rebote got thrown off the court. Point 3. Douglas has 6 points and a possible game point. We're in the second round. All matchups are double. Here's Bragley. Powerful, powerful backhand, and Bragley going way up to try to prevent that from becoming a rebote. Didn't work. Point in a perfect game. White shirt at post 3, Douglas. 3 wins it 2 places. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 will pair off and play off for third place. 4 first serves, 2, 5. Robote left side, into the pad. 0.5, 6 now serves to 7. Ikeda makes the catch in the air. Nice forehand. Ball tipped by El Barba first time round. 0.6. 8 now serves to 1. The winner of this point meets 5 and 6 in the continuing playoff for show. 8 serves, 1. High scoop, missed. 0.8. 5, 6, and 8 remain in the playoff for third place. 5 first serves to 6. Great catch by Bueno. Nice backhand. Ikeda, forehand rebote. Catch by Bueno. He goes deep, real deep. This rebote is coming all the way out to the 3 line. Turned beautifully by Ikeda. Bueno, forehand rebote from the ground. Ikeda makes the catch up at the 4 line. Faked it to the outside, put it back inside. Bueno read it, tried to return it. Difficult rebote, but a great effort there by number 22, Bueno. This point will go to the 6. Possible show point for post 6, Ikeda. Trying to stop him, legend. Rebote left side, it's a 2-all, and it's out of play. Point in a third place finish for the yellow shirt of post 6, Ikeda. 3-2-6. The unofficial order finish for Game 5. Coming in first, post 3, Douglas. Taking second, post 2, Ben. Coming in third, post 6, Ikeda. The 3-2-6 is now the official result for Game 5, and we'll have your prices there in a moment. $2 Quinella 2-3. That's 2-3 or 3-2. $22.80. The trifecta 3-2-6. $80.40. Trifecta is, of course, first, second, and third place finish. Up next, Game 6. Spectacular 7 scoring. And we'll close out the pick 3. Post time for Game 6, 7 minutes away.
Being the overall champ in the rookie season was great. I put in hours and hours of hard work in the off-season practicing, and just to show that it paid off in the end, it was really great. My goal for the 2020 season is to stay healthy, play to the best I can, but definitely I would love to repeat winning singles and doubles again this year. Like I said, I think it's going to be a lot harder, but it's definitely a push that I want, and I'm happy that everybody's getting better, and it's going to be harder for me because it pushes me to be better, and that's what I want ultimately. I would love to be the champ again this year. I am definitely going to try my best. Like I said, the competition is getting better every day, and so I'm going to push to be the best again, but we'll see. It's going to be a long 7-month season, and I'll hope to repeat what I did again.
And with that win there in game number 5, Douglas, win number 37 for him on the season now. If you joined us, you know that he's been out these past few weeks. He had a pretty strong hold on first place in those championship singles standings, but a couple weeks gone, Ron just propelled all the way up that leaderboard. So he is in first place now. That is Ron 48. Bueno still in second at 40 wins, but Douglas, it's already his 3rd win of the day already. Win number 37 for him. He is still locked into that 3rd place spot, but approaching Bueno in 2nd place very, very quickly. And folks, in case we may have any new fans who might have missed this explanation video at the beginning of the program, well, here it is again to explain in simpler terms how the game of Jai-Alai is played.
The main rule of Jai-Alai is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then, in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in Jai-Alai. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a Jai-Alai player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
And now 4 more minutes till we get in. Now, how about that? 3 minutes now till that 6th game. Game 6 here. You see a couple new faces, a couple new those feature guys coming in here. You got Kubala, Carballo, and then Ron, the guy we just talked about, who weeks 12 and 13 for Ron, 11 and 12. Those are the last few weeks of play. If this wants to cooperate, doesn't look like it wants to. Here it is, week 11 and week 12 for Ron. Looks like he had over 25 wins. 28 wins for him over the last 2 weeks. So, as we said, they're propelling up the leaderboard. Maybe even a bit of an understatement. He has just catapulted his way to the top. I mean, a guy that we talk about, Ron, missed the first couple of weeks, was traveling cross-country from California, drove from California to here, dealing with an injury, dealing in his own words, he said, a bit of a weight issue, and look, settled down, got back in good shape. The knee's fine, got some fluid drained from it, and he's just been spectacular ever since he's come back from that, Stu.
No question about it. See, it's when Carballo does stuff like that. I don't know if that was on camera or not, but just...
Oh, yeah, I think, the people don't know if he was out of the view, but they can see.
I don't know if he was in view or not. It's just when he does stuff like that, it's like, let's see if he does anything. No, traditional throw there. That's nice.
Yeah, nice forehand.
If you didn't see what he did, we shouldn't keep anyone in the dark. He caught it on his forehand and he threw it back between his legs, like not just because. Now, I guess in the practice, don't mind so much. But I'm trying to think, because if I did bet on this, which I don't, I was sitting in the audience and I was using this time, which is what this time is for, to look at the players practice and see who's motivated, who seems tired, who seems focused. And I was using this, and I saw a guy that was just more interested in doing tricks. I don't know how I would feel about betting on him.
That's an interesting perspective, Stu.
No,
I think it's a good point as well. I mean, because you can take this time. I mean, you can go through. I mean, there's statistics on all the games. I mean, there's a million ways to handicap this, but I mean, that's one of the ways that I don't hear as much. But I think it's kind of an interesting one. And the issue with that being is, you see, there's 1 minute to post. You may not have a lot of time to make your predictions for that, but like you're saying, I mean, would you like the guy that's out there just throwing, trying to get his catching down, or the guy that's out there practicing the trick shots and all that?
You can always tell. Well, here's an inside trick. You can always tell who's tired. You can always tell who's tired. They're usually hanging around the back wall, making an appearance in the practice.
Yeah,
but this is we're not just talking about Magic City. That's Jai-Alai. That's Jai-Alai in general.
Going back,
that goes way back. I have a very funny story that I could tell you about that one. But not with a minute to go. If we have time after the next one. Had an experience with a veteran player at Ocala Highlight. Very funny. We're ready to begin game number 6. If I can talk over Ben, that is. A spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt at post 1 is Bragley. Receiving in the blue at post 2 is Ikeda. There's the serve. We begin game 6. Point 2. White shirt at post 3 receives. Here's Kubala. Point 3. Now receiving in the green shirt of post 4. This matchup has Kubala serving to Ben. Point 3. Black shirt at post 5 receives. Here's CRB. There's a backhand by CRB. It clears the overhead screen. Kubala on the rebote. CRB moving up on it, not able to get to it in the air. Went for the scoop and missed it. Point 3. Kubala has 3 points. Here's post 6, Carballo. There's the rebote by Kubala to the inside. Carballo looking for the rebote at the 11 line. High scoop on the forehand of Carballo. The carom. Great catch by Carballo. And that one thrown sufficiently off the court to be out. Point 3. Here's post 7. Bueno. Bueno with a missed ball on the left side. Point 3. Kubala's made 5 straight points. Here now to complete the first round and receive. Purple shirt at post 8. Ron. Good catch by Kubala. Ron makes the catch on the forehand. Hard throw, low to the inside. What a scoop by Kubala. Powerful backhand. Rebote coming out, but not that far out. In fact, not far out at all. That qualifies as a chula. 0.8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. First to return in the second round is Bragley. Good catch by Ron. Strong backhand. Bragley coming all the way to the 13 line and try to make that catch. Missed it. 0.8. Here's post 2, the blue shirt, Ikeda. Rebote left side by Ron. Catch by Ikeda. Ikeda goes deep. Rebote forehand at the sidewall. Played nicely. Ikeda on the run. Will keep it on the forehand. Ball tipped by Ron on the left side. 0.2. Ikeda has 3 points in this matchup. He serves with the green shirt at post 4. Ben. Powerful backhand by Ben. Rebote coming low. Ikeda makes the save on the rebote. Ben's got it. Sends it low. And it scores. Very nice. 0.4. Black shirt at post 5 receives. Here's CRB. CRB comes over the top, but doesn't get much bounce out of the ball. Here's Ben with a strong backhand. CRB, forehand rebote. That's nice. Good catch by Ben. Forehand thrown from the 10 line. CRB, quick pickup on the left side. Rebote by Ben. High to the front wall, a little too high. That hit the top rail and is out of play. 0.5. CRB on the board with 2 points. Will serve to post 6. The yellow shirt receiving is Carballo. Forehand rebote. Up, and away. 0.6. Back and ready to receive in the pink of post 7, we have Bueno. Bueno makes the catch at the 12 line. Nice backhand passes to the rebote. Rebote forehand by Carballo, taken in the air by Bueno. Bueno with the 2-all. Carballo reaching out, trying to make the catch. Just can't make it. 0.7. Returning with possible game point. Post 3, the white shirt, Kubala. Rebote forehand by Bueno. Good catch by Kubala. Kubala goes deep from the left side. Forehand rebote by Bueno. Catch by Kubala. Kubala, nice rebote. And that's going to score for the win. Point and game to the white shirt of post 3, Kubala. 3 wins it. 8 serves to 2. This is a playoff for second and third place. It's a nice backhand throw by Ikeda. Strong forehand rebote by Ron. Ikeda's there. Ikeda from the 7 line. He goes deep. Forehand carom rebote. What a beautiful shot that is by Ron. Will score. 8 places, 2 shows. Unofficial order finish 3-8-2. Results from game number 6 are official. Coming in first, post 3, Kubala. Taking second, post 8, Ron. Coming in third, post 2, Ikeda. 3-8-2 is now the official order finish for game number 6, and we'll have your prices up here in just a moment. The pick 3, 5-3-3. All 3 numbers returning 279.40. Quinella, 3-8. That's 3-8 or 8-3, first and second in any order. $13. The trifecta, 3-8-2. That's first, second, and third place finishing. $250.80. Consolation in the win pool, no one had 3 to win. So if you had 8 to win, 8 to win returns $11.40. Once again, if you had 8 to win, that returns $11.40. 3 games left in this afternoon's performance, ladies and gentlemen. Games 7, 8, and 9 all up next. Up next, Game 7. Spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Game 7 also closes out today's High 5. Post time for Game 7. 7 minutes away.
My favorite part about playing professional Jai-Alai is probably the free Gatorades and free waters. My favorite part about being a professional Jai-Alai player, when I play, my mind is so clear. It's really the only time that I'm able to focus on just one thing. It's very exhilarating and exciting, and I love exercise, and I love to be competitive. It just feels like I'm finally getting to do what I want to do every day.
Then serve takes a high bounce. Vanderbilt gathers at about the 10 line. Fires this one that's going to go deep into the corner. Good return by Carballo, sends it going off the wall.
Wow, great shot.
A nice rebote. Yes. Carballo gets it back in play. A soft carom and a reverse over his head.
Yeah, Daddy.
Catch by Ben midcourt. There's the carom. A barb on the run. Returns a carom.
Whoa,
that scores for the win. Ben rips a 2-all off the serve that scores. What a shot, .7. Here's Diaz with a good catch. Tennessee grabs it. Hard reverse to the outside. Diaz from his knees. Strong forehand return. Jedden with an excellent two-wall rebote save for the big bounce. El Barbo reaches way up to make the catch, and he scores on the return. Catch by Carballo. Hard reverse rebote is coming out. Jedden calls for the rebote. Outside placement of
nice
the Costado rebote.
Bradley makes a nice scoop on the forehand, sends that low and hard. A beautiful scoop by Carballo.
Outside placement thrown by Anderluck. Kubala runs in, winds up. Tejada, what a shot thrown by Kubala.
And folks, that was a collection of the top 10 plays from July of 2019, so actually over a year ago. Those plays are made here at Magic City. Still some pretty good highlights. Now we have less than 1 minute till we get into the seventh game. Less than a minute till game 7, and we noted in those potential prices for the high five, nobody alive. Kind of a shock here. Usually maybe have a ticket or two alive, but 3 of 5, 4 of 5 across the board there, all consolations. So I thought there was about 1,800 bet into it there. So looking around $1,000 should be coming a little under $1,000, $800 or $900 in that carryover. As that takes us up to the start of Game 7.
We are ready to begin game number 7, a spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play.
What's going on?
Serving in the red shirt of post 1 is Ben. Receiving in the blue of post 2 is Anderluck.
And folks, looks like we're just waiting on the officials to come out. Looks like 2 officials have surfaced. Game 7. Ben serves Anderluck.
Point 3. Green shirt at post 4 receives. Carballo. Yep, that's that Magic City bounce. Works if you can hit it. 0.4. Black shirt at post 5 receives. Here's Ron. Strong forehand throw by Ron. Ron from the forehand. Outside placement. Carballo got there. Good thing there was a screen there, because if not, that was headed right for Manuel. But Manuel would have caught it, I think. I know Manuel would have caught that. Manuel would have not let himself been hit with that ball. 0.5. Here's post 6, Ikeda. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, there'll just be a 1 moment delay. Just wait for the judge to get back in. Here we go. He's here. We're ready to begin. Actually, it's continue. It's not begin. It's continue.
Continue.
Continue. Powerful backhand by Ikeda. Karen by Ikeda. Stopped by Ron. Change up. Tejada scores. Well thrown. Excellent shot. 0.5. Here is the pink shirt of post 7, Kubala. Ron sets up for the rebote. Hard throw to the inside. Beautifully thrown to the outside, and scoring from the costado rebote of Kubala. Very nice. 0.7. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt of post 8, number 13, Douglas. Douglas from the left side. Powerful backhand. Nice rebote by Kubala. Catch by Douglas. 0.8. Eight serves, post 2, Anderluck. Long carom by Anderluck lands wide. 0.8. Eight with 3 points. Back and ready to receive. Red shirt of post 1 is Ben. Strong forehand throw by Douglas is going to score. 0.8. Straight points to a possible game point here for Douglas. Purple shirt of post 8 trying to stop him. Bueno. Powerful backhand by Douglas. Bueno, forehand rebote. Clears the touch the overhead screen. That is point. Perfect game. Post 8, Douglas. 8 wins it, 5 places. 4-7, 1 and 3 will pair off in playoff. 4. Show. 4 first serves to 7. Up, up, and away. Point 7. 1 now serves to 3. The winner of this point meets 7 in the continuing playoff for show. Forehand rebote. Comes in low. That got away from him. Point 1. 7 serves 1. This is a playoff for 3rd place. That's point in the 3rd place finish to post 7. Kubala, unofficial order finish 8-5-7. Results from Game 7 are official. Coming in first, post 8. Douglas taking second, post 5. Ron coming in third, post 7. Kubala, 8-5-7. Now the official order of finish for game number 7. We'll have your prices up in just a moment. And the high five. 7, 5, 3, 3, 8. 4 of 5 numbers returning $30.60. Carryover jackpot, $582.40. The trifecta, 8-5-7. That's first, second, and third place finishing. $197 even. $2 Quinella, 5-8. That's first and second in any orders. That's 5-8 or 8-5, $11.80. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, game number 8, a spectacular 7. Singles match, played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Game 8 also closes out the Mighty Ocho. Post time for Game 8 is just 7 minutes away. Good luck.
And Stu, now for Douglas, let's look at his Week 13 stats here. So he's played in 6 games. He's won 4 of them, placed in 1, and then the other one he didn't win or place, came in 3rd. So he's 6 for 6 in the money. Maybe just a quick assessment. How do you think he's come back here? What do you think about his play thus far?
Was a little concerned about his positioning early on.
Yeah.
And also not knowing, stamina. I think was the biggest concern.
Yeah.
Was whether or not he was going to be able to pull sufficient air to get around the court. He's obviously doing both of that. We had discussed that he was potentially going to change his game up a little bit to focus less on power and more on shots, because he's obviously capable of doing both. Yeah. Sometimes he loses a little confidence and throws it off the court. So. overall, he's doing better than I would have expected. I don't think that there's any question about that. And the most important thing about that is that if he's able to continue doing this, it's going to build his confidence, and he'll be able to get back on top.
Yeah, and I mean, look, a couple of these guys, Douglas, Ikeda, even some names, Anderluck as well, and some of the names in the earlier games too, but these guys have been off here for a couple of weeks, and what do you think would maybe be the toughest thing to kind of adjust to, making that comeback after being away from the court for so long? What's the hardest thing to really hone back in on?
Well, again, as we talked about early on, with Jai-Alai, you build consistency over time. And again, the program, as we all know, and those of you who've stayed with us now for a while know, our program is 3 years old.
Yeah.
And so the player who has the most Jai-Alai experience on this court, well, Kubala's been playing for a number of years, and Ronron's been playing for a number of years.
Yeah.
But as far as those players that we trained here started in January of 2018. So to be where they're at now is pretty impressive. And so overall, you build consistency with time. And what I would expect to be the most difficult thing to come back to is the fact that these guys who've been playing a lot of singles who were here when Anderluck, Ikeda, and Douglas were not here. So specifically Ronron, Bueno, Kubala, and Bragley especially.
Yeah.
The power, the fact that they're used to each other, the fact that they're used to playing with each other. And Ronron now is in better health, so the game is actually a little bit faster than when they left. So that could be a little difficult to walk in on.
Right.
And we've seen Jedden was out for a few weeks. He had a little bit of a slow comeback. Anderluck's definitely had a bit of a slow time coming back, finding that sweet spot for his carom on the sidewall, finding the sweet spot for his serve. But Douglas seems to be doing just fine.
Yeah, see, as we said here, 6 for 6 in the money on his first day back after missing weeks, I think we said here, weeks 10 through 12, maybe weeks 9 through 12 here. But it's been a pretty significant layoff for him, and a guy that also only 21 years old. I mean, you don't see that, and one thing that comes with that is experience, and he hasn't been in a position here in his young career at Magic City where he's really been behind the 8 ball, and now he's got a couple guys that are up ahead on the leaderboard. I mean, noticeably Ron just stormed through, and looking at those total numbers here, Douglas is playing pretty well. Ron's still 10 games ahead of him. But, I mean, it's been in the blink of an eye here. Douglas, his win percentage, still the highest on the roster. Over 37% that win percentage, which is, it's getting near 40, which is that would be unworldly.
So between 3 and 4 times out of 10 times that he walks on the court, he wins. And that's against, he's playing. That's significant.
Yeah, that's significant. He's only been playing, at the beginning of the season, he was playing only games against the top guys. You had Kubala and Carballo, who finished 2nd and 3rd respectively last year. You throw in Ron, you throw in Ikeda, who were late additions. And then a couple of the guys, Bradley was dealing with a knee injury at the beginning of the season. He's back in those games. Ben playing much better. Bueno progressing every day. So those wins are tough to come by in those later games, and he just seems to win them all. It's been a couple perfect games he's come back from. I think that people, and someone might have noted this, there was some talk in the chat, it said, look, I think Douglas has really solidified the notion that I think he still is the guy in this building.
No question.
There's no doubt about it. I think with Ron these past couple of weeks, there might have been some, someone that's watching could say, hey, you know what, this Ron guy looks pretty good. But, Douglas has come back here with Ron, been playing for these past couple of weeks, and it looks like Douglas hasn't skipped a beat.
No, and we'll see how he does. We said earlier that, Douglas is very aware of where he is in the standings.
Yeah,
he's very aware of where others above him are in the standings. I don't know that he knows where people below him are in the standings.
Doesn't have to worry about that.
He certainly knows where Ron is, and certainly knows where people who are in relationship. Well, most of these guys do. Some pay closer attention than others. And there's the $15,000, $10,000, $5,000 reward at the end for that. But then there's also the love and the love of the game and the competitiveness. And that is one thing that we have no shortage of here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Competitiveness. Lots of competitiveness. 1 minute to go to begin Game 8. ready to begin game number 8, a spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of post 1, we have number 12, Ron receiving the blue post 2, number 13, Douglas. Ron serves. We begin game 8 with an overserve, point 2. Douglas first up on the board in our 8th game. Here's the white shirt of post 3, Anderluck. Swing and a miss, mid-court, point 2. That'll bring to the court the green shirt of post 4. This matchup has Douglas serving to Bueno. Big backhand by Bueno. Strong forehand rotate turned by Douglas. Scoop attempt missed. Mid-court, point 4. Bueno will now serve to the black shirt of post 5. In this matchup, we have Kubala receiving. Rebote left side by Bueno, clipped the side wall, picked off in the air by Kubala. Kubala goes hard to the inside, backhand by Bueno. Catch on the forehand of Bueno. Kubala on the run. Left side, Rebote played nicely. Bueno's got it. Hard to the inside he goes. Kubala's there. Bueno going for it in the air, just missed it. Point 5. Yellow shirt of post 6 receives. Here's Ben. Catch made on the forehand of Ben. Here's Kubala. He comes over the top. Strong forehand by Ben to the outside. Rebote left side. It's a 2-all. It's out of play. Point 6. Here's post 7. Bragley. Powerful throw by Bragley. Keeps it down low and hard to score. Point 7. Purple shirt of post 8 receives. Here's Carballo. Powerful backhand. Ooh. Point 8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. First to return in the second round. Post 1 in the red shirt is Ron. Under serve. Ball must land between the 4 and 7 line. That fell short of the 4. This point goes to the 1. Ron now serves the returning 3-post in the white shirt, Anderluck. Strong backhand by Anderluck. Ball tipped at the 9 line. Point 1. One on the board with 4 points. Here's post to Douglas. Powerful, powerful throw coming from the forehand of Douglas. Will score. Beautifully thrown, point 2. Green shirt at post 4. Bueno receives. Douglas sets for the rebote. Beautifully played to the inside. Scoop attempt missed by Bueno, point 2. Possible game point here for the Blues. Shirt up, post 2. Douglas trying to stop him. Kubala. Beautiful rebote save at the sidewall by Douglas. Big backhand. Douglas on the forehand rebote. That scores for the win. Point and game to the Blues. Shirt up, post 2. Douglas. 2 wins it, 1 places, 6, 7, 8, 4, and 5 will play to 7 points for third place. 6 first serves to 7. Powerful forehand throw by Bragley. Ben going for the 2-ball, missed it. Point 7. 7 on the board with 3 points. Here's post 8, Carballo. Bragley from the 12 line. Big left side clears the overhead screen. Carballo on the rebote. Tejada. That's exactly what you need to throw when your opponent's hanging out in the back like that. Point 8. Carballo on the board with 3 points. Here's post 4. Bueno. Bueno from the left side. Beautiful throw to the inside, picked up by Carballo. That's a gorgeous costado thrown by Carballo and a beautiful stop by Bueno. The high scoop is missed. Nice points played there for Bueno and Carballo. Point goes to the 4. 4 on the board with 3 points. Here's post 5, Kubala. There's a beautiful throw by Kubala. Great pickup by Bueno. He goes deep. Nice backhand by Bueno. And the Pika got him. Point 5. 5 on the board with 3 points, serving to post 6. Here's Ben. Possible show point here for post 5. Kubala trying to stop him. Post 7. Bragley. Good pickup by Bragley on the forehand. Kubala looks for the rebote on the left side. Nicely played. Here's Bragley. Low and hard. And scoring, 0.7. Possible show point for the 7. Trying to stop him, Carballo. Carballo on the backhand. Bragley looking for the rebote. Nice rebote save. Going to take a big bounce. Carballo from the forehand. Point and show to post 7. Bragley. 2-1-7. Unofficial order finish for game 8. Results from Game 8 are official. Coming in first, post 2. Douglas taking second, post 1. Ron coming in third, post 7. Bragley. 2-1-7. Now the official order finish for game number 8. We'll have your prices up here in just a moment. There are your prices. The Mighty Ocho, 327, 533, 82, 5 of 8 numbers returning $6. $2 Quinella. That's first and second in any orders. That's 1-2 or 2-1, $8.60. The trifecta, 217, $114.60. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is this afternoon's 9th and final game, a spectacular 9 superfecta match. Next game is played to 9 points. Points double after the first round of play. Post time for game 9, 7 minutes away.
And Stu, as you said, we're with this final game here. Final game of the day, actually. Don't worry, we'll be back here 2 more sessions, same exact times. We'll be starting that matinee 12 noon and then come back with an afternoon session tomorrow at 4 p.m. But this 9th and final game, a little bit different format-wise. Compared to those first 7, this one features spectacular 9 scoring, and this video will explain what exactly that means. Have a look.
Spectacular 9 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 9 points wins the game.
And now just under 4 minutes till we begin game number 9. And Stu, you teased a story about a player at Ocala Jai-Alai, was it? And talking about Carballo and maybe some of the flashier plays there. Maybe.
Well, actually, no. We were talking about Kate. You know, when you're looking at players in between games.
Sure.
So, as a as a note to just so people can keep up with the story, I was either assistant general manager or general manager of Miami Jai-Alai, Tampa Jai-Alai, Fort Pierce Jai-Alai, where apparently someone knew a few people that played, and Ocala Jai-Alai.
Yep.
In the 90s and 2000s, throughout the 2000s. And our veteran player named Gandar, who has since left us, may he rest in peace, was substituting and had to play, I believe, because we were talking about it being a record here, it was something like 18 games in a day. And he was already 40, he was already 41, 42 years old, and been playing for a number of years. And Gandar was famous at Fort Pierce. Was absolutely famous at Fort Pierce. And so I happened to be in the announcer's booth at the time, and it was just before his 18th game of the day.
18, man.
And he was standing at the back wall. He just walked out for the practice. He wasn't going to throw a ball for the practice. He was just standing at the back wall. And I looked down and I said, his nickname was Gus. I said, Gus, how you doing? He just looked up and said, call 911.
They had the ambulance. They had it ready to go.
Exactly. He was he played at a time when we were still when smoking was still out in the back, and where you had a couple, we'll use air quotes, fit highlight players who would smoke in between points.
Between points.
Between points.
I thought you were going to go between games, and that was points.
No, in fact, one of the best backquarters that ever played at Miami Jai-Alai of the last many years was quite a smoker.
Yeah.
He kept a lit cigarette just outside of the player's cage. Literally, just a fantastic guy, just a particularly heavy smoker.
What a game back in the day, huh?
Yes,
it's cool.
No, very, very interesting sport, and very proud of my history with the sport. We have just 2 minutes to go before we begin game number 9.
And taking a look here at the single standings going into this last game of the day. I mean, Douglas he started the day. We can actually get the total number for you. Bueno was in second place, and he had a 5-game advantage over Douglas here. And yeah, he's just dwindled that down to one win right now. So Bueno in second place, he's at 40. Douglas is in third place at 39. So Douglas would that be a grand slam for him? Did he win that? He won game 5. He didn't play in game 6, won game 7, and won game 8 there. So could get the grand slam. We saw Ron do that last week, went 4 for 4 in his 4 singles games in a performance. So Douglas an opportunity to do that and take second place back over from Bueno. Well, they'd be in a tie for second place, and no disrespect to Bueno, I feel like that tie would be broken rather quickly given the performance that he's put out here today.
Absolutely. We have less than a minute to go till we begin game 9. Game 9 just... I was about to say just about to begin, but it's time to begin. Game number 9, a spectacular 9 superfecta match. This game is played to 9. That's 9 points, with all points doubling after the first round of play, offering today's only superfecta wagering opportunity. Serving in the red shirt of post 1, number 25, Kubala. Receiving the blue of post 2 is Douglas. There's the serve. We begin game 9. Rebote left side to the inside by Kubala. He gets out of the way. Douglas is there. Off the court, point 2. Here's the white shirt at post 3, Ben.
Still lost.
Douglas from the forehand. Karam lands out, point 3. That'll bring to the court the green shirt of post 4, number 1, Anderluck. Anderluck from the forehand. Rabote swinging a miss, 0.4. Black shirt to post 5, Carballo receives. Carballo goes hard to the inside. One-handed scoop attempt. Missed, 0.5. Here's post 6 in the yellow shirt, Bueno. Carballo from the forehand, takes a peek. Throws it soft. 0.5. On the court, ready to receive. Post 7 in the pink shirt. This matchup has Carballo serving. To the pink shirt at post 7, Bragley. Carballo from the left side winds up. Soft touch. Bragley got there. Point 7.
Fuck out of here, dude.
Receiving post 8, Ron. Powerful backhand, Rabote coming out. He made enough contact with that to get it up to the front wall. Nice. Not that time. 0.8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. First to return to the second round is Kubala. Ball tipped off the serve. Beautiful serve by Ron. Crossing the wall just behind the 12 line, 0.8. 8 on the board with 3 points, serving to the returning 2 post. Here's Douglas. Rabote saved on the left side of Ron. Douglas steps in at the 8 line. Tejada. That touched the top of the pad, which is out of play. 0.8. Eight on the board with 5 points. Here's post 3, Ben. Ball missed. Midcourt, 0.8. Possible game point here for the 8 post, Ron. Trying to stop him, post 4, Anderluck. Anderluck on the catch. Rabote missed. 0.4. Play continues. 4 on the board with 3 points. Here's post 6. Bueno. Robote, left side. It's a 2-all. Bueno makes the catch. Karam, soft touch. Picked off on the forehand of Anderluck. Anderluck looking to cut that one. Landed out. Point 6. Called in. Point 4. Five receives. Carballo. Point 5. 5 on the board with 4 points. Receiving now post 7. Bragley. Excellent serve by Carballo is going to score point 5. 5 on the board with 6 points. And remember, 9 points needed to win a superfecta game. Here's post 1. Kubala. Karam's going to score for Carballo. Well thrown, point 5. Possible game point here for Carballo. Trying to stop him. Douglas. Over serve. Ball's got to land between the 4 and 7 line. Point goes to the 2. 2 on the board with 3 points. Here's post 3, Ben. Douglas on the rebote. He goes to the floor. Ben from the forehand at the 9 line. Douglas takes it in the air on the left side. Powerful backhand. Rebote comes way out. Ben's there. Turns a 2-wall rebote to score.
Yep.
Ben's been working on that, and it's been paying off. Good for you. Point 3. Well played, Ben. Ben has 3 points, returning with possible game point post 8. Ron. Karam does not cut out. Ron's got it. Low and hard, crossing the wall. Ben picks up a great catch on the left side. Rebote, thrown beautifully by Ron. Caught by Ben. Ben to the inside. Ron's there. Ron goes deep. Rebote left side by Ben. Mid-court placement. Ron winds up. To the inside he goes, where it scores for the win.
Wow.
Point and game to the purple shirt of post 8, Ron. 8 wins at 5 places, 4 shows, 2 serves to 3. This is a playoff for quad. Ben from the forehand. Catch made by Douglas. Hard throw. Rebote 2-all.
Second time.
Got him.
2 for 2.
Point and quad to post 3. On another 2-all for Ben. Unofficial order finish 8-5, 4-3. Your prices will be up in a moment. Results from Game 9 are official. Coming in first, post 8, Ron taking second, post 5, Carballo coming in third, post 4, Anderluck taking the quad, post 3, Ben. 8-5, 4-3. The official order finish for Game 9. And there are your prices from Game 9. $2 quinella, 5.8. That's first and second anywhere, so 5.8 or 8.5. $49. The trifecta, 8.54. $304.60. 10-cent super, 8.543. $85.27.
Do so. That Game 9 closes out the action for today. I got to say, I mean, given the circumstances here, we got a couple of guys returning after a few weeks off, everyone back in the building for a first time. We got a lot more highlight to play the rest of this week. We had some really,
This is just the beginning.
This is just the beginning. We had some really bright spots, and then obviously, you know, look, we see what you guys see at home as we talk about it. Maybe some play there in the middle portion dragged down a little bit, not the best we've seen, but as you've said, developing program, developing players. These guys are going to get better every time they step out on the court. And she said we got a lot more games to go this week. And it's tough. I mean, you tune into any sport for a couple of seconds and you watch me. You can watch one guy in a plate appearance in baseball. And I've fallen victim to this season already. Say we pay this guy how much money to do this? You know, and you watch one at bat, you don't see every point, you know, the effort they put in. You don't see all their at bats. So, you know, taking one snippet of an entire, I mean, this isn't even a season, this is a whole program, you know, it's kind of a tough picture to paint there.
No, it's funny because sometimes I do forget that people tune in and they don't know the story of Magic City.
Right. Yeah.
And you have to understand the story of Magic City, and the one thing we say for some people, look, I've been around Highline my entire life. Yeah. I'm 51, not 56 as I think I read someone wrote somewhere. But I am 51, been around Highlight that entire time, so seen a lot of those same things. And the truth of the matter is that this is what Highlight is now. This is the future of Highlight in this country.
Yeah.
And the program's 3 years old, and for 3 years is doing absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
From our worst player to our best player.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, as you said there, Stu, if other places wanted to play, they could be doing the same thing we're doing right now, and we're the only ones here at Magic City that are playing it and, you know, trying to revive this sport.
Best? Our fans.
Yeah, love them.
I mean, our fans, not just the ones that we hear from. And Roland, you are welcome. You said thank you. You're welcome. We appreciate you. The truth of the matter is that it's been catching on a little bit. A few more fans, a little more money in the pool year after year. It was rough. I'm the first one to admit it.
Yeah.
It was rough in the beginning, but no, we're doing absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
It's being appreciated. We're having a lot of fun. The guys are working really hard. And there was no such thing as anybody seeing a professional highlight player with less than 3 to 5 years of experience. Except there was a period of time. Actually, you know, that's my catch saying, but there was that bad period in 1988 before I think most of the people I'm looking at here were born, where, some people with not so great experience did make it into highlight. It was referred to as the Americanization of highlight at one time. So the new highlight is new and improved and better, and we're happy to be here. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we will do it for this performance of Live Highlight in the Magic City. We invite you to join us again tomorrow at 12 noon for 9 games in the matinee, followed by another 9 games at 4 p.m. Then on Saturday, playing times are 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. and Sunday at 12 noon. On behalf of the players, staff, management, and our dedicated fan base, we do thank you for joining us this afternoon and invite you to join us again tomorrow at 12 or 4, maybe even both. Have a good night, everybody. Please drive carefully wherever you happen to be leaving from.